What's up, my crypto legends? What's up, my crypto legends? Let's dive in here to the Bitcoin chart. What is going on? Sorry, I haven't been able to do a live stream. Been busy this morning with some other stuff, of course, personal stuff. Just jumped into the charts here the last 2 hours, and now we're going to jump into the live stream to analyze the situation here together. Of course, we're going to talk about yesterday's scenario. I did get stopped out yesterday from that long position. It was about time to get stopped out, okay? Last week was an incredible trading week, and of course, yesterday got into that position live and got stopped out. And we're going to go through that scenario of yesterday on why I got stopped out, what happened, why did we get that volatility to the downside and then shoot up straight back up here to the $20,400. We're going to analyze the DXY, of course, very important, and the S&P 500. It is actually respecting some major levels that we talked about yesterday, and also the DXY, we did see this descending channel. This is where I entered the long position, on Bitcoin, thinking that we were potentially going to get rejected from the lower high resistance trend line. And from this consolidation, we finally broke up and met the next resistance zone. Of course, I just shut the computer, finished the live stream, and then, once I checked it last night, then, I could see these rejections here really nicely, okay, on that major support level, turning into resistance on the DXY. That would have been a potential good long scenario on Bitcoin if we were hitting some major support levels. And we're going to go through also the S&P 500, because the S&P 500, did actually come down to a major support level that we talked about yesterday. Yesterday, we were talking about the 3,730, 750 points approximately, okay, where we were going to get very likely a bounce from that level. Of course, this would have been a good level to take a look at Bitcoin on the charts, big solid resistance level turning into support. All right, where I was trading was at this range, thinking that we were going to get a bounce from this level. It finally break down, and on the S&P short position, I did take most of the profits down over here. So knowing that we were maybe going to get that bounce here from this level, and we actually did. So we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Where is it right now? Managed to get into a nice long scalp that I'm going to explain and right away. And let's try and find also on the lower time frames a potential scalp opportunity here to do on the live stream. Okay, if we do see that opportunity, I will scalp, of course, on the live stream, showing you why I'm going to enter, why I'm going to have my stop loss here, why is my take profit here. Okay, so if there is those opportunities, then we're going to take a look at them right away on the live stream. Let me just quickly go through the comment section. But before going through the comment section, I need you guys to destroy that like button here for this educational content, this technical analysis. right away. Smash it up, guys. We over 300 people watching. Let's analyze the situation here on what happened yesterday. Where did I get stopped out? The move that we had to the upside that I explained at the beginning of the live stream, of course. But let's go through, where we're at right now, of course. What happened yesterday and where we're at right now. Very important. Where did I enter a scalp position just about an hour ago? And where could we find some opportunities? Enough talk. Let me just quickly say hello to the comment section. Yadai first. Thank you for joining. Sub, liked, and comment. Thank you, Yadai. Silas, what's up, my crypto legend? Silas, how are you? And Pratesh, Farad. Hi, King Andy. Farad, thank you very much for joining. Danuska, Ali, Seb here. I'm trying to read Seb here, my moderator, and I don't know what name he's got now, but I'm definitely not reading it. Daily TA videos. You need to have a day off, not financial advice. Yes, daily videos, no matter what. If I'm traveling, if I'm here, daily technical analysis videos. If it's in the morning, in the afternoon, it doesn't matter. But always technical analysis here for the community, of course. And I'm just going to go quickly through the comment section, guys, just to say a quick hello, and then we'll go through Bitcoin, okay? Crypto Big Brains, Mr. Half Infinite, Bruce, BTC up or down, Andy? Very good question. Well, for the moment, we're in such a large range, okay? We are hitting big resistance levels, looking at the higher time frames, all right? This is the 4-hourly chart. And of course, if we do get the trading range from September, the entire month of September till today, okay, we can clearly see that we are at the value area high range where we did already get rejected here on the 27th of September, almost hit it on the 30th of September. We're just hitting the level here right now consistently. So it is big resistance. The possibility on a larger correction from this range here in the next coming days is just very, very possible. So we need to take that in mind, okay? As in, we are in big resistance levels looking at the higher time frames, and of course on the higher time frames it looks bearish at this big resistance zone. In the lower time frames, of course, on the 5-minute, 15-minute chart, we can look for long shorts, quick little scalps to make some gains. And I'm going to go through that right away in just 1 second. Higher time frames, we're at resistance. Lower time frames, we're going to check it right away in just a few seconds. Yesterday we were talking about this scenario, got absolutely destroyed. And this is the thing, sometimes this is what happens, right? You get stopped out and then you finally run up to your target. Was long in here at this range over here looking for that bounce, had the invalidation right there underneath this level, got stopped out, and then bang, up to the target. It is what it is, guys. I mean, this is what you need to pay if you are trading. As long as it is a very small amount and you have good risk management and your trades usually are larger than your stop loss, then it's fine, okay? It's fine to get stopped out a few times. So anyway, that was that situation from yesterday, looking, for these lows to get supported. We didn't have a massive big move to the downside, just a lot of choppy action here below this support level. Got stopped out here at my invalidation point, thinking that we were going to get that bounce here to the upside to the 618 from this drop, or even the highs. And yeah, got stopped out and then hit that level. So right now, we're going to check out where we at and where were the opportunities just the last couple of hours, and where could we find some more opportunities right now, because we are really locally looking at the very low time frames hitting a big resistance zone. The fixed volume is something very, very, it's got a huge amount of utility on the higher time frames, on the lower time frames, the fixed volume for a range, okay? So I like to take a look at this range over here on Bitcoin, for example, from the start of this big range that we created from yesterday and today. Then we're gonna get here, since we got up to this range, which was from the 4th of October, the start of this range starts right over here, right? So I'm interested in this large range. So what happened over here? We are basically hitting a big resistance zone. What I am interested here from this zone, of course, the value area high, value area low, and the point of control right over here. It's this red horizontal line from the volume traded the last couple of days. On the higher time frames, we know we're hitting big resistance, and we are well aware on getting that rejection. Of course, there is another possibility in claiming these highs. I'll be very interested on how the price action claims these highs, because if we do get exhausted, you know the deal, guys. We like to get into potential shorting opportunities when we get exhausted at a high level. Look at this. This is pure clear exhaustion. This is a big resistance zone here, exactly at the $20,300. So what we want to see is a massive big breakout to think, wow, this is going up and it potentially is going to go higher. So on this big volume breakout, of course, you could assume that you are likely to create a higher low to continue this trend that we've created here for the last 4 to 5 days. But that didn't happen. You got a massive consolidation at these highs. It wasn't a failed breakout, it wasn't a swing failure, but it was a exhaustion level at big resistance, as you can see, claiming these highs. So you can see right over here, small double top here on the lower time frames, this is getting exhausted. It is worth a chance to get into a short position. I did not short this. This was very early this morning when we were trading at this range. So, you might think, tight stop loss, at this range, you can enter here, and look to come down back into the trading range, right? What is the trading range high and low? Well, the low is 19,900 and the high is 20,300, 400, as you can see with this volatility. So, there is some speculation on, inside of this range. This is not a successful breakout. Where are we likely to go down? Well, to test the low area from the trading range, from this trading range for the last 2 days, which is right over here at the $19,900 levels, okay? So I did not enter this short. What I did is I entered a long position right over here just about, an hour ago, approximately, before the live stream. While I'm getting the live stream ready, I'm doing my analysis, I'm doing my research and getting ready for the live stream. So managed to get into that quick scalp long. And where I was aiming here at least to the point of control right over here, which is exactly at the 20,100. You can see this level that has been heavily respected, right? Once you get above this range, get that consolidation, you correct. Where do you correct down to, guys, and get that bounce? We got that bounce from the point of control, from the volume traded the last couple of days. So we got that bounce, got back up here to the value area high, and then got that big, massive rejection, that big, massive drop to the value area low. So, it's a little bit risky because you're already trading inside a range. At some point, you're going to break up or down. So there is some risk on these small little scalping scenarios, but you can clearly see right there, getting that bounce from the value area low, getting the consolidation, the rejection, exactly at the point of control from this volume range the last 2 days. So right now, this is heavy resistance. This is, a nice short opportunity also. I'm not going to lie, okay? One of the main reasons why is because we're hitting the middle of the range. It has been massive support. We got some large volume to the downside. So now I was speculating on this long just 1 hour ago, to have that retracement to the point of control. Right now where we at, this is a pretty decent shorting level. Okay, exactly at this range. We did get one rejection down. Let me just check here quickly that if we have hit, I think we just hit the 50% Fibonacci from this low to the high. Yeah, we'll just hit 50%. It's very possible that you can hit the 618. But if you come back up, if you did short this level over here, you probably got stopped out at break even because you're looking for that 618 or the claim to the lows because of this large volume, and then back up again, got stopped out at break even. For the moment, it is consolidating at this resistance zone. We need to pay close attention to the S&P 500 on what is it doing, and also the DXY. I want to show you right away. That correction here from this level is just very possible back down to the range. We're hitting a big resistance zone, and we got some pretty large volume, bearish volume here. Yeah, let me just go through the S&P 500. I want to go through the comment section as well. Andy Phenomenal, Gustavo, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Mark, hey Andy, can't wait for your TA on BTC. Yeah, we're just analyzing BTC right now at this moment, looking at the, this large range, explaining why we are getting, these moves to the upside, to the downside, where there is an important range right there on Bitcoin, as you can see, getting very well respected. Not a massive big, failed breakout of the resistance zone, massive big bounce at the value area low from this trading range. Absolutely phenomenal. Right now it is at point of control at the middle of the level, meaning that it is very, very possible that we can claim these lows again, or get very, very close to the lows at the 618. We only just hit 50% and got another bounce to the upside. I would be a little bit cautious on this short, because the ideal scenario would have been this level over here coming down to the 618, and then if you coming up, then yeah, that is it. Basically, you basically took the short, took your profit, so you're almost claiming the lows, and then coming back into this short position is dangerous, basically, because because you actually retesting the highs. You're creating a higher low, you're testing the highs for a breakout from this major resistance zone. Let's stay calm and see what could happen. Something really nice would be over here. What would be a very, very nice trade? Let me just take a look at the 3 minute, go in the lower time frames and look for those scalping opportunities. Yeah, I mean, this is a relatively big level on the lower time frames that has been very much respected, as you can see, right? We're getting that consolidation. We got a pretty large volume breakdown right over here. Yeah, it does look like it can get heavily rejected. Let's just have a quick look at the S&P 500. It's a major level. I mean, there is a possibility of a scalp position, but extremely tight stop loss. Okay, I would go with something like this. If it does get another leg up and retraces, then you got a potential insane big risk management right there. Looking to take profits here at the lows at the 618, claiming this low over here with a very, very tight stop loss. Let's analyze the S&P 500. I mean, I would wait for this move to the upside. If it fails, you are likely to get that correction. You want 1, 2, 3. If you pop up and then consolidate back in below the range, you are likely to get that correction. Let's analyze the S&P 500, because the S&P 500, I did not manage to, it was a pretty nice quick long. There is a massive big fight here in the S&P 500. Bulls and bears are massively fighting here since the New York Open. As you can see, this is the 1 hourly. You've got massive wick to the upside, a massive wick to the downside. And something important from this range, if we do take a look at the lower time frames, we can go to the 30-minute chart and analyze this range over here, since we've been trading here for the last 2 days, right? This is an interesting range. So I get the fixed volume profile right there from this entire range. And you can clearly see also, we were at the value area low right there just about an hour ago approximately. And we got that massive big bounce. So we got that massive big bounce from the value area low from this trading range the last 2 days. Bitcoin was also at support. This is why I took the long on Bitcoin. I did not take a long on the S&P 500, but it would have been a pretty nice scalp also. Hitting that point of control also, guys. Look at this. Getting rejected after having this move down exactly at the point of control from the volume range the last 2 days. Pretty impressive here how these levels are very well respected once you're in a range. So yeah, basically S&P 500 is still in a very large range. I would want to see a big break down or a big break up from the value area high or low. to determine that if we are going to get, a larger correction or still continue to the upside, guys. Let me go through the comment section right away. And Crypto Legends, my cow, how are you doing? Andy, have the best hair and the best TA on YouTube, says Eyes of Lazard. Hey, thank you very much. Hi Andy, how are you? I'm doing very well. Jar, how are you doing? Smash them likes, Crypto Legends. Crypto Owl, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. Bitcoin Spike is the best. Tommy, hey Andy, BTC to 18,200. Edwin, maybe yes, potentially. Maybe yes. Down to 18,800. 18,200 potentially. You can let me know in the comment section if you do have some analysis. Check out this support, this resistance from looking at the daily, the weekly, the 1 hourly. Look at this channel. If you can give me the coordinates in the comment section, and we can analyze that also, guys. Yo Octocamo, how are you doing? Double local top at 4 hourly on BTC. Double local top on the 4 hourly, says Tunage. Let's take a look at this. Double local top on the 4 hourly. So this is Bitcoin. Yeah, this is also very, very, it is a kind of a double top right there. You could arguably discuss. I mean, ideal scenario yesterday would have been a swing failure from the highs, right? Wicking above it and closing below. Then you have confidence in having that, tiny correction back down inside of the range to the support levels. But yes, a double top scenario, just getting big massive wicks. You are technically still creating these higher lows on Bitcoin. So this wick did not manage to go below this wick just about an hour ago. So yeah, double top, it is there. What I want to see is a swing failure. I want to see an attempt to hit the high. I'm actually leaning slightly bullish, guys. Leaning slightly bullish here in the short term. One of the main reasons why is because these highs haven't been claimed. We know that we are at resistance. Okay? The highs is exactly at 20,465. What I want to see is a claim of that highs. We didn't manage to do this very early this morning. We did not claim the highs. We were just a few dollars away from it. So what I want to see is a claim from those highs and potentially start that trading range back in below the highs here. And this is potentially the level that we are going to look for that big major correction, guys. So this is what we want to monitor in the next coming hours, maybe in between today and tomorrow. So far, it is holding the value area low. I mean, I'm not sure how S&P also wants to get that leg up. It wants to get that leg up to claim the highs from very early this morning. It looks like it is fighting. I think there's going to be a lot of early shorters. And we're going to get one more pump to the upside, guys. I mean, that is what the ideal scenario. That is what I want to see to get into that epic short, right? Is it going to happen or not? And are we going to correct from this level? Well, yeah, potentially that is very, very possible. But in a, fantastic trading world, which does not exist, I want to see these highs claimed again and get that failed breakout hitting 20,500, 20,700, maybe not that far, but, if we do get that above 20,500 and then come back in the range, this is going to be a clear sign of exhaustion, that this momentum to the upside is getting absolutely exhausted. And we are looking for that big, one of these big red candles, would it be the ideal scenario if we manage to get into that short position at the highs here of above 20,400. So yeah, the possibility is there. What is happening right now, like I said, is that we have been getting supported from this low range, okay? We're just slightly wicked below it. This is why, this is a risky long position, but, looking at the S&P 500, it was also at the value area low. It was at support. So, S&P at support, potentially going to get a bounce. Bitcoin at support. if S&P is going to likely get a bounce, then Bitcoin is very likely, looking at the technicals. So I'm very, very much aware with my trading right now, looking at the S&P 500 and looking at DXY. I cannot trade Bitcoin without looking at S&P 500 and DXY. And this has been happening for the last few months because they've been so correlated, okay, S&P stock market and also DXY. When DXY pumps heavily, usually Bitcoin gets a hit. When DXY goes down, then, it's good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin does get that rally. So very, very focused right now on trading Bitcoin, but also analyzing the situation for S&P 500 and the DXY. Super extremely important, because if Bitcoin does look bullish in a kind of way, but the S&P looks bearish and the DXY looks bullish, then I won't be trading a long position on Bitcoin, no matter how bullish the technicals look. Killed it with a 75x from $20,350 down to $19,900. Loving it, says Crypto Owl. Hey, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic. You know the deal. We like to get into resistance. We like to, we like to short resistance and long support, right? So, I mean, if you shorted all the way up here, hey, it was a really good short. I did not short this because it was about 5-6 o'clock in the morning. I was still in bed. So yeah, I don't wake up that early, not yet. I would like to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, get more hours in the day. But yeah, for the moment it is around about 6:30, 7 still. So anyway, if you manage to, if I would have jumped into the charts, I would have really thought about getting into that short position on Bitcoin at this resistance zone, where you do see that kind of double top scenario, massive exhaustion here at the value area high. It was kind of worth of that for that short. Right, so Bitcoin at this moment, it is getting rejected. It should have a pretty nice leg down from this zone. This is what we've been talking about right now, just a few minutes ago. It was at resistance at the point of control, managed to get this bounce here from the lows, getting resistance from point of control and the support level that we did create very early this morning. Right there, all of this round formation, hitting resistance again, confirming that this is a support level, and then, getting that breakdown on the extremely low time frames for those scalp positions. This is relatively a shorting level to potentially claim the 618 or the lows even. All right, that would be the take profit zone. So far it is getting that correction at this moment. So let me just take a look at some fib levels from the high to the lows. Oof, almost hitting the 618. It was hitting 50% fib level. Another little wick here to the upside would have been ideal to get into that perfect short, hitting the 618. If you did get into a short, this is already a good time to protect position if anyone did get into that short just while it's going down, because this needs to go down in the next coming minutes. If it does come back up again, then you are at the risk of it actually breaking above. So this is why not protect position if it is likely to continue down, at least to claim below these lows, maybe 618 and even the lows. So yeah, let's go through the comment section. How many trades do you have per month? Scalping, day trades? Thank you, Jonathan. This is a very interesting question, but usually it is, I could say, in between 10 and 30. I could see in between 10 and 30. Some months it's about 12 trades, and another month it might be 25 trades, all depending on the opportunities that I do see, all depending on how active I am on the charts and looking for those major levels. There are some trading opportunities, like this one, that it's a highly probable trade on getting a rejection from this level, but I need a lot of confluence on my trades usually to take them. All right, sometimes I'm a little bit more aggressive, sometimes I'm not that aggressive, I'm more conservative, but usually, you know, I need like a 75%, you know, win rate. And how do I know my win rate is going to be higher? Well, adding a lot of confluence, of course. When we add a lot of confluence, what kind of confluence? Big support level that has been respected, Fibonacci levels, what else? You know, value area, point of control. If it's a daily level or it's a weekly level, and you need a combination of different technicals that is showing you that you have a big resistance zone or a big support level for that trade. And sometimes, you know, there is a level that looks like it is going to get rejected, but you know, there's not enough confluence for me. So it all depends. But I would say on average, it's in between 10 and 30 trades per month. So that's not even one trade per day. Mariela Oporto, thanks for joining the live stream. I absolutely love you. I got Seb here also in the comment section, and I got MTL Shorts also give me a super chat. Thanks for the super chat. Let's read it right away and analyze your comment. Andy M pattern. Okay, Andy M pattern on the 4 hourly neckline at 19,980. I shorted at 20,430 and now average entry 20,300. Took profit 70% at 19,900. Target 19,500. No, very possible. I mean, 19,000. Okay, I can see that M pattern. This is also someone that commented this, right? This kind of M pattern on the 4 hourly chart, which is, you know, right over here. Okay, let me just zoom in. This is what we've been talking about. And yes, you know, I mean, that is very, very good, responsible trading right over there. I mean, this is absolutely phenomenal. We know that this level, and we can scalp long positions, okay? I just got into a scalp long just about, you know, 2 hours ago, but it was quick. It was in and out. And like I just explained, you know, it was a value area low and took profits at the point of control, looking at the 5 minute. But 19,500 take profit. Yeah, potentially yes, because $19,500 range is also a big support level. Okay, it has been a big resistance zone. We can clearly see the price action right over here getting well respected at exactly that $19,500 range. I've actually got an alert here, just in case we do hit that level or cross the level. So if you do hold, like you say, 30% of that trade, there is, you know, you can get down all the way down. You know, it is worth to have it open. It is worth to have a protected position just in case you do get that leg down. Because what has happened here, you know, is that we have had that M pattern that we talk about, that you are talking about, and we've been talking about here on the stream. And, you know, there is a possibility in losing the lows. You know, this is exhaustion at a huge resistance level. You know, we talked about the value area here from the entire month of September till today. Okay, so why not? You can ride a free trade at this moment because, you know, the probabilities are getting lower and lower to claim the high, you know, while we're going down. So, you know, why not leave it open? If you do get stopped out, you know, I mean, this is another thing right now. We're actually hitting point of control on the trading range from September. This is entire September trading range. You know, where the BTC price is right now is at point of control. As you can see, this red horizontal line. I mean, there is a lot of volume everywhere, but point of control is exactly at this level. So yeah, a big support level is 19,500. If we lose this low over here, it is likely to get a quick move down. And 19,500 range, okay, give it or take, you know, $100, 19,600. If you're approaching that level, you know, it's obviously a good level to take profits also. But you are likely to get a bounce. You are likely to get a reaction or a bounce from this level. You know, why is this level so important? Because it has been very much respected here also in the past. You know, there's been a lot of volatility, but, you know, this is just a bunch of noise. This is a pump and dump scenario. You know, this is, you know, these are big whales, you know, playing inside of the game. Yeah, you need to be well aware. This is why it's good to protect position a lot of the times. You get massive pump and dumps sometimes, pump from a low here and back down in just a few hours back to the low, right? And just, in about 24 hours. So this is just a bunch of noise inside of this trading range. What has been the big respected levels, like you say, the $19,500 level. Okay, if I extend this range, I've got a daily level. It's an important daily level. And why is it an important daily level? We'll go through that in just 1 second. But you can see big consolidation there at the $19,500 range. Bang, 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 bang. And you get the bounce. Once it broke down, okay, after hitting it so many times, we can see that perfect rejection right there. This was on the 19th of September. So, rejection right there, a bit of volatility. This is kind of a stop hunt from, shorters that haven't been taking profits, or over leveraged short positions that haven't been taking profits on the way down. Massive big wick to the upside. We need to be very, very cautious. We want to be fast in our entries and our exits because of these wicks. And then, of course, we got the massive pump and dump scenario, and then a big, massive volatile zone getting a wick up, but then coming back down on the 4 hourly, exactly at 19,500, 600, right? That range. Look at this. Look at all of these 4 hourly candles. This has been about 2 days getting resistance from that $19,500 to $600 range. So it's an important level. If you say take profit 2, target the rest of the short position from this high, which is that was a good short position, not gonna lie. It's at resistance. You guys are reading the charts absolutely phenomenal. I do get, who was the other one? There was another one saying, I did get into a short at 20,300, and he's enjoying the moves up and down from this range. Absolutely phenomenal, guys. This is a fantastic way of reading the charts, of course. Well aware of this. 20,400 being insane resistance, getting that volatility, and here finally getting, that second rejection yesterday. And it is a kind of an M pattern. I guess your textbook technical analysis, potential target from this M pattern, you're probably looking at the 4 hourly close right there, and you're looking at, this projected move, right, from an M pattern double top as 19,500 take profit. It is also more confluence, more confluence. It is possible also that we can correct a little bit more, as this pump over here since the 3rd of October hasn't got a proper retracement, right? So we come all the way back up here, and this is the thing. We haven't had a proper retracement. We've had this retracement back up again, double top scenario. We potentially got, likely to come down to 19,500 before a potential bounce. Would I short the breakdown? No. I definitely wouldn't short from this level at this moment. There was the scalp short. Did anyone get into this scalp short position? Let me know in the comment section. Of course, I would not short right over here to speculate that we're going to go down, okay? Because we could retest again the value area low, guys. At this moment, again, and probably get a fake out. It's not, basically, it's not a shorting level. I would be very much aware, because it's probably time to get broken, because it's another test. We're testing again the support here at the $19,900 range. The possibility of a bounce. If you shorted from this level, point of control, guys, this is a take profit zone. If you are scalping this short that we talked about just about 15-20 minutes ago on the stream, as in this is a potential short right there, hitting the point of control from this trading range, I would take profits and protect position now. If you did short, I mean, these are high leverage short positions because there's such a small move in percentage. It's almost a 1% move. You want to use, 50, 60x to get, 40, 50% gains from what you're risking. Yeah, it's at support at this moment. This is not a shorting range. We're basically hitting the value area low again. And it's also from the lows to the highs hitting the famous 618 range. This was talked about on the live stream, right? That if you did enter a short position at this resistance, this is your take profit level, 618. It's value area low and it's the 618 from this pump. It's enough confluence to say, hey, I shorted the point of control right there. I'm going to protect my position. And I'm also going to take profits. This is how I usually trade most of the times. I like to pick up 50% of profit, 60%, 70%, and hold a 30%. Small. Usually trying to hold a smaller percentage. Okay, if you're taking profit at a zone and you're scalping and you have a clear level of taking profits, usually take 60% or more. Why not hold 20 or 30% from this level protected for that speculation? Like you said, I got MTL shorts here, from that speculation of, if you're in a short position right there from the $20,300 range, absolutely phenomenal. Really, really nice short position at this, resistance zone. Of course, we're looking to short the highs and looking to long the lows, right? This was a big volatile move. I actually got stopped out yesterday from this move down, but managed to recover round about the stop loss because it was a relatively short move. But round about, I made the stop loss from yesterday from this scalp just before the live stream, right? It was longing. I was slightly negative a little bit. I was very clear with my take profit at a resistance level. If I'm scalping, I'm not, your scalping mentality, this is why traders, you ask sometimes traders, are you a swing trader or are you a day trader or a scalper? I like to think I am the three of them. But when you're scalping, you've got to have total scalping mentality. Because you see your profits, you see the possibility and coming to higher levels and claim the highs. But when you're scalping and you're using high leverage, you just want to do level to level, be happy with your profits. So, got into that long here at this level, was slightly negative and then shot back up here to the resistance level. And this is the take profit zone, just take profit. And it's actually why, if it's a take profit zone, it might be a shorting opportunity, right? So, point of control, you got, some relatively large volume to the downside. And you're hitting also, 50%, 618 levels, that is already good Fibonacci levels to take profit. You got support right there turning into resistance, point of control. So if this long right there is, if this long over here is a take profit at this level, if it's a take profit, it means also on the other side, it might be a shorting opportunity. But yeah, I'm not a very aggressive scalper. I'm happy to just make one scalp or two maximum a day. And if I'm in profit, I'm happy to just walk away with my profit and tomorrow's another day. Not get too greedy with your trades. Right, let's take a look here at the comp section. DXY is pumping. Wow, DXY is pumping and it's breaking a resistance zone. We analyzed yesterday the DXY. It's super important for the DXY to take those trading decisions, right? Also, so what a beautiful rejection we did get. Not yesterday. I mean, yesterday's trade was an absolute fiasco. We were at resistance, we were at support on Bitcoin. We finally broke on the DXY resistance. It finally broke support. As soon as DXY got the resistance, then Bitcoin had that recovery. So this is why DXY is absolutely phenomenal for those big levels. If it's at resistance and you just hitting it for the first time from that breakdown, you are likely to get rejected, right? So what would I be eyeing right now on the DXY for my next potential, large Bitcoin trade? I would be analyzing, the DXY, where can we get resistance? I can already see where we could potentially get resistance, and we're very, very close to it. We're very, very close to it. Let me just, Bitcoin is holding the range. It's holding the range. S&P 500 on the verge of breaking the support of the value area low, as you can see here. This is the S&P 500. Let's go to the 15-minute and zoom in. You can see here, this is absolutely crazy how the fixed volume profile helps very, very much when you're in a trading range. When you're in a trading range, what you want to do, of course, is short resistance and long support. Of course, if you do this for a long period of time, there will be a moment that your short will get stopped out because you might break up, or your long will get stopped out because it's going to break out from that zone sooner rather than later, right? But look how well respected, right? Once you've got a nice range of the S&P having, the highs here at 3,800 points, then down here at 3,740, and then back up here and get rejected, you are very much interested in the trading zone right there. So you get your fixed volume profile, and it's been absolutely insanely respected, during today, the entire day, bounce at support, bounce at resistance, bounce at support. And now it's getting, it got the rejection at the point of control also, which is a major level of rejection. So you need to be, when you're scalping inside of these zones or day trading, be very, very aware and be very, very fast with your take profits and protecting position. Anyway, let's take a look at DXY, because I'm very, very, very interested on the DXY major resistance zone, because DXY is pumping. DXY is pumping, it's pumping, it's pumping. What happens when it's pumping and pumping? There will be a moment it is going to start facing resistance. Yesterday, it pumped. Bitcoin got that correction, but you need to be well aware, on the DXY, where are we going to hit resistance? Because if we do hit that resistance, we're potentially going to get a bounce on Bitcoin. Why not look for a long on Bitcoin? If Bitcoin is dropping, where is the next support? Where is the next support resistance on the DXY? Well, I can see a very well respected level. We just, not too far off right away. We're breaking this support. So, this is, it's looking pretty aggressively bullish on this move to the upside. And, I can see a very well respected level on the DXY. It's this one right over here, exactly at 112.60. So the 112.60 was support, and it was resistance after the breakdown. Resistance and resistance 3 times, and got that rejection back down to the support level. So we just, 0.30 away from that level at this moment. So a little bit of more continuation. Will this mean that we are going to hit that level and maybe get rejected? Absolutely. There is a possibility in getting rejected. That the markets move in waves, so we want to find out where that resistance level is for that correction, and then the continuation for that wave, right? Since we broke the channel, we have created another new trend here on the DXY, looking at the lower time frames to the upside. So massive descending channel here, resistance support here, very, very nicely. We got that breakout yesterday. What does it mean? It means that you're likely to create a higher low and have that continuation on this uptrend, right? On this new uptrend. So hopefully people that did short at $20,300, maybe was eyeing the DXY as well, right? Because if you just take a look, this was very, very early this morning, right? This level over here, where we're hitting, this double top scenario, right? We're hitting this resistance zone, getting consolidated at this level. And And, you know, if you want to, you think, right, we're getting consolidated. This is likely that it's not going to break above the resistance. This is your moment to take that decision. And I know a lot of people did take it. I'm going to go through the super chat right away. I can see Joseph here in the comment section. Thanks, my man, for joining the live stream. Always giving insane support. Seb was around. Also, Joseph, thank you very much, my man. Okay, Nadir Khan sent a super chat for GMT or Ethereum. Okay, we can do GMT or Ethereum. I prefer Ethereum, right? GMT is a mid-low cap cryptocurrency. Let's take a look at Ethereum, which is more solid, more volume, better trading opportunities. Crypto Legends, Mark Dutch here in the comment section. Thanks for joining, my man. Seb. Okay, GMT hit. Right, okay, super chat. I got a couple of super chats right away. Let me just take a look right away at the super chat. Where was I right now? I mean, this is insane. This is insane. Trying to do, I've totally forgot what I was talking about. Bitcoin, DXY. Okay, yes. Just going through the scenarios, guys, so you can be prepared on your next trading opportunities. I mean, I could see some people in the comment section, hey, absolutely, nailing it with the short here at the resistance zone of 20,300, 20,400. This means that you are basically reading the charts properly. You're hitting a major high. You're getting exhausted right there. And if you see the DXY, that was very early this morning. The DXY also getting that bounce, guys, from this exact support level. You can see DXY at this support range, okay? Major level right there that has been resistance and support. This is why I got this green box. I had it yesterday already. So, yeah, major level where you are likely to get that bounce. So if you are, this is like when the planets align themselves, right? When the planets are aligning for your perfect trade scenario. And this is what you want to do, guys. Extremely important. S&P 500, DXY to trade Bitcoin successfully. Apart from good technical analysis, of course. So that DXY at this range, I mean, oof. This was very early this morning. I wish I would have, been eyeing the DXY and Bitcoin at this level, because DXY was at support here at the 110.7 after the breakout of the channel, meaning that you are likely to create a higher low, and create another channel over here. I mean, let's put another channel because we're probably hitting resistance from this channel already. No, we got a little bit of room right there, right? It is all channels to the upside and to the downside. We could have that leg up here, but then start facing resistance. Where's our next? Yeah, our big resistance level is here. We talked about the 112.6. That is a big resistance zone. We got the higher lows creating this trend line for the channel resistance. And we've got a big support level that's resistance also here in the past here in September. Very interesting zone to check out the analysis on Bitcoin once the DXY hits that level. For a potential long position, not going to lie, for a potential long, if we're going to hit resistance and we're going to have a corrective move, we're looking for longs. If we're hitting support, absolutely beautiful support after the breakout from this descending channel, looking for that higher low, potentially hitting 50%, 618 almost on Fibonacci retracement, almost 618. You're looking for that bounce to claim the highs. You can look for shorting opportunities, especially when Bitcoin is making this choppy price action at a resistance level, at a huge resistance level, right? So, hey, absolutely phenomenal, guys. Great job. I know I can see some people. Thank you, Joseph. Got super chat here right away. I'm going to go through the super chats, guys, because it's not fair for the community. But first of all, of course, I'm going to go through the comment section. Guys, you need to absolutely scroll down and destroy that like button. We're over 600 people here watching the live stream. if you enjoy the content, the only thing that I ask for, okay, is to smash up the like button for that insane support. Okay, of course, there's another way to support the channel. This is up to you if you're an experienced trader. You got insane bonuses on Bybit and on PrimeXBT. These are the only trading platforms that I've been using now for the last few months, even over a year. I used to trade on BitMEX a couple of years ago, but that was a very crap platform. No way I'm going to talk about BitMEX or refer to them because, I had a very bad experience with BitMEX in the past. But, on Bybit, absolutely phenomenal platform, guys. You do get up to $4,380 worth of bonus. And on PrimeXBT, up to $7,000, guys. You get 7% added to your deposit with Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code. Here you can trade oil, natural gas, S&P 500 using crypto as collateral, which is phenomenal. Check it out, guys. I got both tutorials also down below in the description. Let's go right away through the super chats, okay? Only for experienced traders. If you are not responsible with your trading, you got crazy ones here. We got the gay flag here going on in the comment section. Right, if you're not responsible trading, guys, do not trade. Make sure to learn properly and only risk a small amount of your capital so you can get your feet wet, right? So let's analyze right away. GMT. So will GMT hit 0.72 and Ethereum 1,400 in the next 1 to 2 days? I gotta say, I'm still in that swing long position on Ethereum. There's only one swing long position that I'm in right now, and that is on Ethereum. So I'm going to be very happy to analyze Ethereum. I did get in below 1,300, and you know the reason why, guys. You know the reason why. If you ask me, can Ethereum hit 1,400 in the next 1 to 2 days? I'm going to say yes. I think it can hit 1,500. Maybe not in 2 days, but maybe in about 1 week or so. Massive resistance. We had an aggressive drop here in September. I mean, we're looking for a bigger relief rally, right? I'm looking for a bigger relief rally. And then once we start hitting major resistance zones, I will likely, depending on how we react at that level, because we could straight shoot up from here, which is unlikely, but anyway, it can happen. Then I'll be looking for shorts at big resistance zones. The 1,200 is insane support. We've been talking about this now for several weeks. I'm kind of tired of talking about the $1,200 level being insane support for Ethereum. I'm kind of tired of talking about this level every single day. We need to get, we need to have either the move up or the breakdown, because we've been trading, range trading now for over 2 weeks inside of this zone in between 1,200 and 1,400. It's kind of getting very, very boring. But basically, your question, will Ethereum hit 1,400 in the next 1 to 2 days? Hey, absolutely yes. Why? Because I'm in a long position and, and my target needs to be hit above 1,400. This is why it's going to hit 1,400. No. Basically, I've shared the analysis with you guys on Ethereum, looking at the higher time frames. There is a potential, powerful Gartley pattern here on the higher time frames. They are insanely powerful. From the ultimate low position, I'm going to stay really confident with this Gartley pattern right there. The 7-8 has been reached. The 7-8, which is the perfect target for the Gartley, has been reached. Right over here. Fibonacci time is telling me, that we did still have some time for the 1-to-1 extension. We still actually got a few days to have that pump to the upside to get to 1,500 or even 1,550. I am aiming I am aiming for the 6182 to be hit from this high on Ethereum. So from the C point to the low, and it's almost at 1,600. It's a little bit crazy. You might think, hey, you're crazy. We're not going up there. The market is too bearish to go all the way up there. I will be extremely bearish if the price were to hit 1,550 range. give or take a few dollars, that range, then I'll be bearish. Because, you might have that pumpy action the next coming days. Why be bearish at an insane support range where you are likely to get a bounce? No matter how bearish the market and economy looks. Market moves in waves, and we are basically inside the last few days, inside of the corrective wave from this downtrend, right? So you wanna trade the wave up. A lot of confluence, like I said. This is why I was pretty confident in long in here below 1,300. Just too much confluence. We had the VPVR, we had a nice spike on the volume profile at that level. Of course, we've created a big, massive one right there because of this trading range. But, we got this spike right there. These spikes are very well respected on the chart. So we got that spike right there getting respected here at 1,230. And also we got, major resistance from June and July turning into support. We got the 7-8 Fibonacci level from this low, and also the 618 from this extreme low, 61865. So yeah, there's too much confluence right there. For it to be broken, for the moment, right? For it to be broken right now, I think, we need to see a kind of a relief rally, and then we might have an attempt to break this massive support. But this has just been the first test. First test, I like it for a bounce. So, yeah, 1,400. We were only $38 away from 1,400. So, yeah, I would say yes. I would say yes. We can potentially we can potentially hit that range right now in the next 1 to 2 days. So I'm going to jump into GMT right away, of course, to analyze GMT. No doubt that $1,400 range is resistance also. But yeah, it is just very, very likely. Very, very likely that we can hit that range. Highs to be claimed and even broken. It would be nice to see the pump very soon, because we don't want to see this choppy action, guys. When we see choppy action, you are likely to correct, basically, if you get choppy action at resistance. But yeah, still pretty confident. Still in an uptrend. We're just facing that level the last 1 to 2 days, in between today and tomorrow, still facing it. I think it is likely that we'll claim these highs above 1,400. So my guess is yes. Well, you're looking at technicals. It is getting a little bit exhausted, but still in this short-term uptrend here for the last few days. Higher highs are getting exhausted. I would say we will get that last leg up. Let's take a look at GMT. Why not? I got some other ones here. I know you have stories to tell, dude, but the last one I'm still lolling. Says Joseph. Let's go here. Wow, Seb, Joseph, you guys absolutely rock. I got Mariella here also giving insane support. Mark Dutch was around. He was around. He's probably busy at home doing, guess, who knows? If you don't know Mark Dutch, you need to join the Telegram group, because you will hear some incredible stories from Mark Dutch. Deva is here also. Thanks for joining, Deva. Let's take a look at GMT. Nadi, thanks for the super chat. Let me just go here. Pranak, thanks for joining the community. Right. Let's take a look. I'm trying to go through the comment section, but the moderators sometimes have a crazy time in the comment section. And yeah, let's take a look at GMT. Oh, something I wanted to talk about was the USDT dominance, guys, because USDT dominance is kind of going, not parabolic, but since 2019, it's been in a massive big uptrend. Of course, there's more USDT in the market every single year also. But the dominance means, you know, the people that are holding it in their wallet, 7.3% of all the liquidity in crypto, you know, in wallets are, you know, is in USDT. So Bitcoin dominance is about 40%, Ethereum dominance is about 20%, USDT dominance is 7.3%, right, of the entire crypto market. So it's going higher and higher. Is it topping out? Is the question. The question is it topping out here? Because it's going a little bit kind of parabolic with the higher lows. The good thing of the USDT, if it were to be topping out, you know, when we have bull markets, is in the USDT dominance correction, where people speculate, where people dump their US dollar tethers. You know, I do hold quite a bit of US dollar tether in my wallet, and I'm buying, I'm dollar cost averaging, you know, I'm starting to speculate, I'm starting to loosen my USDT from my wallet to buy stuff here in the bear market. But when you have big, massive bull markets, of course, is when the USDT dominance has a massive correction. This was October of 2020, right? October of 2020, USDT dominance peaked. And if you take a look at, let me just go to the daily chart here. Just 1 second, guys, and I'll go through GMT right away. You know, let's go and check out October of 2020. And October of 2020 was right over here, right over here. We were still range trading, you know, at $10,000, $12,000 range. We were big resistance at that level. As soon as we start breaking above 12,000, which was a huge resistance, you know, the USDT dominance had the massive correction. Where did the USDT dominance bottom out? You know, it was running flat, guys. This is also a good chart to determine where you could potentially see highs or lows on Bitcoin. Look how flat the USDT dominance got back in February, March, April of 2021. This right over here is not a bad is a bad sign. Basically, it's a bad sign when you're running flat on, you know, people using dollars, the USDTs to invest in crypto. It's a bad sign, of course. You know, massive big pump on the USDT dominance back in May, and this is basically when we had the huge crash in May of 2021. So anyway, something that we need to point out also, you know, very interested in seeing the USDT dominance, you know, to see if we are, you know, making choppy action at a resistance level, you know, at a high. You know, once it gets exhausted here, maybe for the next coming months, you know, I'm going to say, hey, maybe Bitcoin has actually bottomed out, and we are going to see, you know, the USDT dumping into Bitcoin, right, and some cryptos. But anyway, just something that I wanted to point out there. Let's take a look at GMT here. GMT for the super chat, of course. Andy, can you teach the way you use fib time frame? Absolutely. This is going to be a section on the course, of course. I am making a course. It'll be extremely cheap, guys, don't worry. But the reason of the course is me being active in a Discord group every single day to interact with the community, to answer many questions. Actually doing private live streams also. Private live streams with the community, with a private community, just so I can, you know, be more technical. Here on YouTube, on live streams, it's a little bit insane. Too much information. So let's just go here to GMT, because the question on GMT's super chat was, is it going to hit 0.72 cents? 0.72 cents. Okay, let's analyze GMT here on the lower time frames, and will it hit 0.72 cents? Wow. Well, it's a little bit of a risky one, this. It's a little bit of a risky one. Why? Because you are basically creating, you know, lower highs. You are creating lower highs and lower lows. So will it hit this level, or will it, you know, this is the 0.72, or will it create a lower high? I do think it can have some pumpy action looking at this chart. but I wouldn't be too sure at this level. I would be much aware of the lows created from this consolidation for a potential another lower high, right? Because you are in an aggressive downtrend. And I will be eyeing, you know, this level over here. You know, got big resistance right there. You know, it has been kind of supported right over there at this range, right? Got a large consolidation right over here, exactly at the 0.67, 0.68 is a big zone right there. So if it does come up there, if you're in any type of long position, yeah, I would consider taking most of profits right there, because you'll be hitting a lower high resistance trend line. You'll be hitting a very well respected level there. And also, you know, major fib levels. You know, 50%, 618 is exactly at that, you know, 67, 68 cent range. So yeah, I would stay a little bit cautious. Yeah, I do see that pump, but I'm not sure if the highs of 72 cents will be claimed. Let's take a look at the comment section right away. Is ICP going to boom? There was such a big hype on ICP when it launched, and what happened, you know, I don't know what happened. It launched at such a high price level. What was it, $500 or $600? Yeah, well, $450. You know, whoever bought ICP on the launch, you know, got absolutely destroyed. But, you know, if you are bullish in this project, yeah, it's absolutely the moment to speculate right now, right? When you've been going down and sideways for, you know, how long is this? You know, this is the 1 year chart. You were still trading at $50 1 year ago. 180 days, you know, we've been trading sideways now for quite some months, you know, over 4 months at this trading range. This is the moment you want to be, hey, selling pressure is getting exhausted. You know, there's no more selling. You know, there can be more, of course. But basically, the coins, the people that are holding and not selling at this moment is the team. It's probably some insanely, you know, macro bullish ICP, you know, people. And, you know, all of the people that needed to sell already sold. They already sold, but, you know, between last year and this year. They already sold. Now is the time for buying, because the people don't want to sell basically at these levels. And there was a kind of a big hype on ICP at some weeks when we had the crypto boom. I did not do any research at all on this project. I did read that they had some big partnerships, but not much more than that. So yeah, let's Andy, please, only Bitcoin. Yes, I mean, very true. Yeah, very true. A lot of people only want analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, or S&P 500 and DXY, guys. Very important, of course, to trade Bitcoin. It would be nice to see another leg up here on the DXY. It just had a little bit of a stop there right now. There is bigger resistance further up at 112.6. Bitcoin at this moment. Let's analyze the situation. Yeah, it's having another bounce. It's bouncing. It's having another bounce. If you did short, I didn't read any of the comment section of did anyone short this trade? Did anyone short? And obviously took profits when we talked about it on the live stream just about 10-15 minutes ago. You know, if you shorted here, you take profits here. You need to take profits and protect position if you're going to hold some. But, you know, that was basically the short, the highest probability short scenario on the live stream, guys. You know, it was hitting support, turning into resistance. It was hitting 50% fib level from the high to the lows. And it was also hitting the point of control from this trading range. We had a beautiful trading range for the last 2 days. That was, I mean, Unfortunately, I didn't get into the trade because I'm happy with the long position that I did make the scalp from before the live stream. Basically, I'm happy with that trade, but we were well aware of this short position at the beginning of the stream, hitting point of control from the big large range. We had some pretty decent volume on the move down, so you were likely to get that rejection from this zone back down to the value area low, or getting close to the low, hitting the 618. This is why we talk about the 618 so much when we're trading. We hit a resistance zone. If we come down to the 618, we want to take profit, guys. We want to take profits always at 618 from any type of movement, right? From any type of movement. So, yeah, there you have that. What would be the next big thing on Bitcoin? What would be, because DXY is pumping, but, it's getting a little bit exhausted. What's happening with the S&P? S&P is also holding the range here by a thread. We got the trading range for the last 2 days. It's at the value area low, holding as support. There is something inside me that is saying this is going to hold. It's going to hold, and the highs are going to be claimed. It's, despite it does look exhausted, we're still technically creating higher lows. We're still creating we're still technically in an uptrend for the last, 4 to 5 days on the S&P 500. So about 3 days, sorry, actually. So there's something telling me, that there's going to be some early shorters here. There's going to be some early shorters getting in, expecting that corrective move. They are going to get, they're just going to provide liquidity to the market. So looking for a high here on S&P. So if I'm looking for a high on S&P, I need to be looking for a high on Bitcoin. And if I do have that sentiment, I will need to eye DXY. DXY pumping. Hey, we haven't had a large correction with this pump here the last few hours. So that's strange. DXY pumping, we haven't corrected that much. We've corrected a little bit. If DXY hits this level of 112.50, I would be more confident for that corrective move on the DXY. And if I will be more confident on that corrective move on the DXY once we hit the 112.60, I need to run quickly to check out Bitcoin to see if we are at support. Because if Bitcoin is at support, then I will be, very much interested in longing. If Bitcoin does get this move to the upside, above the point of control, you know where our next resistance zone is, guys. Our next resistance zone is the value area high, which is at $20,300 range. Resistance, volatility, above the resistance, massive big exhaustion, come back down inside of the range. Resistance again here, confirmation after hitting point of control. I mean, look at this. This is massive opportunities of range trading here. So you need to use the chart for that range trading. There will be a moment you're going to break out from this zone. This is why you need to have good risk management to accept the loss, because this is what happens to a lot of people. It used to happen to me a few years ago, when you want to range trade, right? You're range trading, and sometimes you think, okay, if this is resistance, then yeah, it looks like it's resistance. Then if we hit that level, I'm going to short it because it's been resistance, and then the only short position that you take, it breaks out and you get stopped out. I mean, this is why we've been range trading now here for the last few days. Stay cautious. If you are looking to short a resistance zone, wait for exhaustion, wait for a couple of tests, swing failure kind of scenario. Be patient. Don't just get into the first pump because you might just break through. But what would be a nice trade here? Scalp scenario, guys. Looking for scalp scenarios. Looking at Bitcoin at the 5-minute. Point of control. Resistance level being very well respected. If we were to see that nice move up with some relatively good volume, I want to see volume like the volume that we've seen a couple of hours ago. I want to see that move up with volume, we got a nice scalp there, guys. There's a pretty nice scalp scenario right there. Yeah. We'll be wanting to test the high levels. If Bitcoin tested the value area low range already and failed to move lower, if we do manage to get above successfully the $20,100 with some large volume, guys, we got a potential nice scalp long there when we correct, okay? Because we are very likely to get this level respected. You know, that was the short from the live stream. It was dangerous because we were already bouncing from the value area low, and you know, value area high is up there, but it was point of control. It was resistance. We talked about it. Come down to the 618. You know, that was the scalping opportunity right there from today's live stream, unfortunately. Hopefully somebody did take that trade down to the 618. I know someone did for sure. Andy, what shampoo do you use? Head and Shoulders. Hey, you predicted that to perfection, exactly as predicted. Yes, I do use Head and Shoulder. Of course I do. Head and Shoulder. Head and Shoulders shampoo. Yes, I do. It looks good or what? Right, you guys are not paying attention to the charts, not paying attention. You're just having a laugh here. So I'm going to end up the live streams already, guys. 600 people watching sustainably. That is pretty good. Make sure to destroy the like button, guys. Hopefully, I will be doing a live stream tomorrow to look for better scenarios. I mean, the best opportunity that I do see on Bitcoin right now at this respected $20,100 range is a potential scalp scenario here if it does break with high volume and corrects down here to this range. Stay cautious with the volatility. Do not get fearful. Do not get trapped. If it has a volatile movement below 20,100 and consolidate, it probably is the time for that quick long scalp scenario to the highs from that level, or the 618, exactly the same that we have been talking about from this drop, getting that resistance from this level, consolidating, getting exhausted, finally correcting back down to the 618, guys. It's all about decision. It's all about clicking that, on the mouse for that potential trade, all right? Pulling the trigger, right? Not clicking, like pulling the trigger. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm sure it's Wax USDT. What the hell are you guys talking about? Thanks, mods, Andy, and legends. Pac-Man, thank you very much. Pac-Man has been an insane supporter. He does enjoy the live streams. He's always in here. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the technical analysis. Hopefully you have learned something during the live stream. If you haven't, I feel sorry. Hopefully you're going to learn much more in the next coming months with me. Thank you very much, guys. You got insane bonuses down below, guys. Remember, on Bybit, you do get $4,380. And on PrimeXBT, you can get up to $7,000 worth of bonus. These two platforms are my favorite. If you scroll down, you got 2 video tutorials from them, so you can learn how to use them properly. Over half an hour of tutorial just talking about them platforms because they're my favorite. Thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next one.